Hey there, YouTube land, and Christopher Walker here again. Thought I'd do kind of a my thoughts video, and before I get into that, I was gonna do a review of kind of movie in between 2000 and 2010, but then I decided I didn't really want to do that. I didn't feel it was really necessary. And come on, in my opinion, the last great, truly good horror movie to ever come out was the last great one. Probably like true solid horror. Or if it was non-horror, probably Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. But it was straight up horror. Dawn of the Dead remake. I was gonna review the Dawn of the Dead remake. It's a badass remake. If you've never seen it, please check that movie out. It's nearly as good as the original, but only by it's bad. It's not quite as good, but only by a small few inches. But anyway, I thought I'd do a my thoughts video on since we're still in the 90s, on the first two Scream films. As we all know, Scream was made in 1996, directed by horror master Wes Craven, who also directed The Last House on the Left, Hills Have Eyes, Nightmare on Elm Street, Deadly Blessing, which is underrated. Shocker, also underrated. People Under the Stairs, also underrated. New Nightmare. So, when he did Scream, he pretty much reinvented what was considered a pretty much dead genre. That's such a bad pun. No pun intended. Dead genre, and that was the slasher genre. It was pretty much dead by the 90s. And Scream totally brought it to new heights. It did what Psycho and Halloween did for their decades. Scream totally did for their decade. It put the slasher movie on the mark while giving it new twists and turns and new stuff you weren't quite looking for. And they were showing homages and showing I'm not sure what the right word is. It isn't really homage, but anyway, the story of the original Scream was made in '96. It pretty much is this woman named a girl named Sidney Prescott, and pretty much, her mother died the year before, and, she's pretty much getting these creepy calls from just someone who knows a lot about her, and knows that her mother died, and even, the caller's even saying that he killed, Sidney's mother, and Sydney's friends start dying, and somehow one of her friends, she thinks, might be the killer. But we don't know who. It could be more than one. It could be just one killer. We don't really know. It's kind of a really crappy plot, actually. Wow, that's not even the plot of the movie. Jesus. I don't think that is the plot. I don't know. I'm just going to talk about, screw the plot. You guys should know the plot of Scream, for Christ's sake. I'm not going to go over it. Anyway, screw what I just said. But anyway, it stars Neve Campbell. He's gorgeous. David Arquette. He's awesome. And Courtney Cox. And pretty much they're the three main guys. And the three main characters. So, David Arquette is only a main character in this one. But he's more or less the main character in the sequels. But anyway, Neve Campbell does a fantastic job as Sydney. I think she's great. She's vulnerable, but at the same time she can fight and stuff, and you root for her. And I think she's a good character, definitely. Kind of socially awkward. You have David Arquette, who is Dewey, which that's his nickname, but his real name is Dwight Riley, and pretty much the town that the movie is in, the fictional town of Woodsboro, and that's the name of the town, and pretty much Dwight Riley, aka Dewey, played by David Arquette, is like the sheriff's deputy, he's a cop. He got this pencil-thin 70s porn mustache and short black hair. He's so young in this movie. It's not even funny. I looked up his age in IMDb. He's 43 years old right now. He was 25 when that movie came out. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Wow. 25 years old. Damn. Getting younger and younger. And the fact that he didn't even look 25. He looked maybe in his 30s. And then you got Courtney Cox, who's actually, surprisingly enough, is a Dewey's love interest, and she's a camera woman. No, not camera woman. Jesus Christ, a reporter named Gail Weathers, and that's the name of her character. And she pretty much is reporting the Woodsboro murders, and she's a good character as well. She's strong. She's very strong-willed. She's a great character. And she's actually older than David Arquette, which I did not know. You have other characters in this movie, like Billy Loomis, who is, as you can see, the last name Loomis, nod to Halloween. He's Sydney's boyfriend. And you have Randy, who is Sydney's other friend, who had a crush on Sydney. And he's a cool character. He's kind of like me, in an odd way, like I know about, kind of movie geek. Yeah, kind of like me. That'd be perfect. Kind of like me. Yeah, he's a cool character. There's Tatum Riley, Dewey's sister, is also one of Sydney's friends. I can't remember. Stu. Stu is also one of Sydney's friends, and he's okay. Same thing with Tatum. They're okay. Whereas Randy's awesome, Dewey's awesome, Sydney's awesome, Gail's awesome. Stu sucks, Tatum sucks. Billy Loomis pretty much sucks too. Sorry. Sydney's dad doesn't really have much of a role, but okay. And then, I already gave you guys pretty much a very stupid version of the plot. Dewey's awesome though. Definitely best character in Scream. Scream is a great film. Reinvents the slasher genre. I'm not going to say a whole lot about it. It's a classic. Watch it if you've never seen it. Great movie. Scream 2 picks up 2 years later after the first one. Sydney is now in college. She's still a little worried about the incident that happened in the first movie. She figured out who the killer was. She's like, oh my god. She ends up killing the killer. Blah, blah. Happy ending. And so now she's in college. And but anyway, another copycat, pretty much with the same ghost face, hello Sydney type voice, comes back and starts killing off kids on the college campus. Dewey returns, and definitely Dewey's best movie. Scream 2. I actually prefer this movie over the first one. Yes, I know. One of the few people that'll probably ever do this, but I preferred Scream 2 over Scream. Yeah, I know. It's just, Sydney was perfect. Dewey was absolutely badass. Gail was badass in this movie. Sydney was good, I thought. I thought she was better than she was in the first movie. Randy, who hadn't got a bit of a part because he didn't get stabbed. Spoiler alert. He gets stabbed and gets killed, which is sad because I truly actually liked Randy's character quite a bit. Anyway, there's the characters. So, like I said before, murders start happening on campus. Dewey immediately arrived to help. Dewey and Gail both arrived to help Sydney find the killer. And that pretty much is the plot of the movie, as well as the characters. Also, the score for both of these movies was done by Marco Bellatrini. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Something like Marco Bellatrini or Marco Bellatrini. But he did a good job with the score. I know Dewey's theme, where it has that bass and the bass. Yeah, that was taken from the Broken Arrow soundtrack, which Broken Arrow, of course, 1996 action movie. That's a great movie, by the way, but I just thought I'd point that out. Scream 2 is a great movie. I love it. I love both these movies, both directed by Wes Craven. Both classics, both Good movies. Check them out if you've never ever seen them. I just thought I'd give you guys my thoughts on these movies. I love Scream 2. I like the first one. Love the second one. Got some good gore in there. Got a good soundtrack. I like the nod and winks to Halloween. There's some funny moments in the movies. I think David Arquette kicks all kinds of ass. Sidney Prescott's awesome. Gale Weathers is awesome. Just a fun, two fun 90s horror movies. I thought to pretty much finish up Fright Fest. Of course, I'm going to review another movie tomorrow, and if you guys don't, at least you guys could at least hint on what I will be reviewing. It's obvious, it's a tradition. I watch it religiously every year. That'll be the final movie I will be reviewing. I will be reviewing that tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. I'm going to try to upload it on Halloween. So that'll be pretty cool. Anyway, that's all I really am, so I don't know why the heck I stopped. These are two great, really fun 90s horror movies. Got some funny stuff in there. David Arquette kicks ass. These movies rock. Wes Craven is still one of the best at directing horror. Scream 1 and 2. Watch them. They're on Netflix. That's how I watched them. Love these movies. Love the 90s. I'm Christopher Walker, and I will see you guys